And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight as we get ready for a huge Eastern Conference battle between the Toronto Maple Leafs and New York Rangers. Both of these teams come into this game on a 4-game winning streak. And obviously, for one of them, that is going to improve to 5. And for somebody else, their streak is getting snapped tonight. So this should be a really fun one. Two teams going at it, very much looking for the win and to keep things heading in the right direction for their respective teams. The Leafs have been great this year, right behind Boston, tailing the Bruins for that division lead. And the Rangers, obviously they've been on the more disappointing side so far this season, but they have been playing a lot better recently. And, they have that 4-game winning streak to show for it. And they need every win that they can get and every point that they can get in the battle in the Metro that they are in right now. So this should be a fantastic hockey game. I am very much ready to get the puck dropped and get into this one. I'm going to get the poll in the chat so you guys can get your votes in on who you think is going to take this one here tonight. We got the Maple Leafs on the road trying to keep winning. They have not lost in regulation. I think it was back kind of near the beginning of November, mid-November, the last time they lost in regulation. It's been a while. They're, I think, 8-0-2 or 9-0-1 in their last 10 games. They have not lost in regulation in quite a while up in Toronto. And the Rangers, obviously, we know where they're at right now. They need the win if they can get it. So poll is up in the chat. You guys can get your votes in. And I will start saying hello to everybody who's here. We got a lot in the chat here tonight. Austin, Trevor, New York Rangers fan, Cap, Islanders big fan, Connor, Aries, Emma, Ikeka, Joey, Allen, Isaac. Let's see, anyone new? Drillsy, Kristen, Leafs. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. BC Transportation, good to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by. What's going on? Luca, welcome in. Brendan, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Reaper, welcome into the stream. Awesome to have you here. We've got a big one tonight. This should be a fun matchup. And two teams that are trying to keep their winning streaks alive. And you know that both of them really are going to want to pick up the 2 points tonight. And I think it's going to be a really hard-fought game and a really fun back-and-forth game between these two. And we'll see who's going to end up being able to take it in the end. Adam, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat. Oh yeah, Austin, this is going to be a fun one. Jake, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Nope. Tomorrow is a members stream, Aries. That is what they pay for when they sign up for memberships. So tomorrow, as it's posted on everything that I've posted about it, it is a members stream tomorrow. So if you're a channel member, it's our holiday hangout tomorrow. If you're not, then you don't have access to that because that's for members only. Let's see. Luis, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you. Dominic, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Awesome to see you in the chat here tonight. We got a full slate of NHL action. I believe 12 games in total. Yeah, big night around the league tonight. Some other really good matchups. Pittsburgh plays Florida. Seattle plays Carolina. Nashville plays Winnipeg. St. Louis plays Edmonton. What else do we got here? Dallas and Washington play. LA and Boston play. Philadelphia plays New Jersey. There's some big games tonight, and they're all going to have an impact on the standings. And where teams are at here as far as playoff positioning. Standings still, pretty first half of the season, things are still usually really tight. Carolina and Pittsburgh are tied at 38 points. Rangers and Islanders are tied at 35. Toronto's 3 back of the Bruins. Both the Leafs and the Bruins play tonight, so we could see changes, closing or expanding of the gap there, depending on what happens. We got Detroit and Florida, both at 32 points. If Florida can win tonight, they could pass the Red Wings potentially. There's a lot going on around the league with big points on the line. Seattle and LA also tied at 35 points, and both of those teams playing coming up here. So it's going to be awesome. Underwater, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Connor, Buffalo is second to, actually now last place in the division. So, I know it seems like Buffalo has, and they have been playing better, and it seems like they've been good this year, but Buffalo is in 8th place in the Atlantic Division right now. Jay, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat. No, Luca, they're going to win eventually. I don't know if it's tonight, but they're not cursed. They'll win in those jerseys eventually. Vincent, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. My prediction is the team that scores more goals is going to win the game. That's my prediction. So, hey, Rick, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do the national anthems coming up, and then we'll be getting into this game. So, looks like we're just a couple minutes away from puck drop. So, we are almost going to be getting into the action here. It was pretty good, Dominic. It was, I don't know, not much going on today, but it was fine. I don't have a prediction, Spicy. That would be a waste of time. Aries is, I haven't got my hair cut in like 2 or 3 weeks. This isn't new. I do just wear a hat all the time, so you guys probably don't see it, but no, I haven't gotten my hair cut since before Thanksgiving, so it's been almost a month now. Hey, Sherry, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat. I know Shesterkin is playing tonight for the Rangers, but I haven't seen anything about the Leafs and whether it's Samsonov or Murray in goal tonight. Trying to scroll through Twitter quick. Not seeing anything. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat. Trying to get a look here. If any of these wide camera angles, I can tell who's in goal. Come on. Somebody post about it. How does... Of all the people that cover the Leafs, how am I not seeing anything about Leafs starting goalie? Hey, Egg Doggo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Awesome to have you. E. Tarowski, thanks for coming by the chat. Thanks so much for being here. Good to see you. Victoria, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Yes, I do, Cap. I mean, most of it. Some of it probably not, but most of it, yes. Matt Murray's in for Toronto. All right. I thought so, but I couldn't tell from the wide angle here from the Rangers camera. I'm watching the Rangers broadcast, so they haven't really focused on Toronto too much. Hey, Donna, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. All right, anthems are done, and we are going to get into the action now as we're getting moments away from puck drop. And teams will get their helmets back on, go for their quick skate, and then we'll be getting into the action. Toronto looking to extend their winning streak to 5 games. And having a great season so far. Rangers trying to also extend a 4-game winning streak to 5. Somebody's going to do it, and somebody is going to have their streak snapped tonight. Shesterkin versus Murray between the pipes. So a great goaltending matchup here. And Chris, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We also have Mitch Marner trying to extend his scoring streak. 23 straight games with a point for Mitch Marner. He's going to try and make that 24 here tonight. This should be a fun one. Wilson, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. We are ready to go now. Teams lining up at the center dot. Referee checking. Make sure we're good to go. And then we will get into it. As the puck is dropped, Leafs win the opening faceoff back. First period has begun. That one's dumped in. Fox takes it down low around the wall, up the boards. Not able to get it out there was Vesey. Second chance he does. Move to the middle. Too far in front. Played here by Hall. Doesn't get it out of the zone. Vesey sends it deep. More forecheck pressure coming in there from Trocheck. And the Leafs throw that one up and out of play. Just 23 seconds into this one, we get a whistle and an offensive zone faceoff on the way for the Rangers. Now the Zibanejad line will come out against the Matthews line. That puck along the sidewall. Leafs trying to clear it out. They send it below their own goal line. Liljegren takes the check, spins away. And that's sent up the boards, but not out as Zibanejad keeps it in. Cycles back down low. Gets by Barclay Goodrow. He lands a heavy hit on Nylander. Leafs trying to move the puck up the boards. Now they'll get it out. Back the other way comes Toronto. Bunting into the offensive zone. Drop for Nylander. Nylander pass across and doesn't cleanly get through, and Shesterkin can poke it away. Liljegren goes back to get it for Toronto. He spins it up ice. That goes under Keandre Miller's stick, and he'll regroup now below the goal line. Trying to send it up, but it's kept in there by Toronto. Nylander trying to cycle down low, but doesn't get anything on it. Here's Kerfoot. He's going to send it deep. Back to get it is Miller below the goal line. He sends it up. Taken in the corner, out. Over the red line now. Rangers come back the other way into the offensive zone. Here's Alexei Lafreniere. He backhand ones through the middle. No one's home. Miller plays it out high. Back for Lafreniere. He's checked by Brody. Philip Hedl gets that one into Kakko. Back out to Miller. D to D. From the other side, shot gets blocked. The Leafs send it out to the neutral zone. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Welcome in. Gonna be sometime next week. I'll post it on Sunday on the schedule, but I don't know right now. Sometime next week. That puck deflects up and out of play just about 2 minutes in. First period action. 18:07 to go. It will be an offensive zone draw now again for New York. John, what's going on? Welcome in. Vernon, good to have you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Long shot from the point there by Braden Schneider. That's gloved by Murray. He covers that one up. Another offensive zone draw here for the Rangers. And looks like Julian Gauthier is going to come in to take this one. Off the face-off. Leafs get to it first. They'll carry out of the zone. Over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Chasing in down low, trying to dig this one out. Puck is loose, played by Aston Reese. Rangers steal it from the middle of the ice and are able to clear it out of the zone. Justin Hall goes back to get it. Behind the net, played over to the far side, Giordano. Giordano sends it up the boards. Leafs back through the neutral zone. Trying to get it into the offensive end. And we're going to get a whistle here as Julian Gauthier gets the stick slashed out of his hand. And that is going to be a penalty against Toronto Rangers. Got the first power play chance of this game as Giordano's going to go to the penalty box. And we will have an early opportunity on the man advantage here for New York, trying to take a lead in this game. And Giordano with the slash there. Off the draw, trying to dig this puck loose in front of the net. Taken down low there by Hall. He's chased, loses it to Kreider. Sends it back to the point, and the Rangers will set up with clean possession. Offensive zone, New York on the man advantage, looking for an early lead. Zibanejad, top of the circle to the far side. Back to the point, Fox, and a good kick save there by Murray. Taken back now by Adam Fox. He gets it through to Mika Zibanejad. 1:35 left on the power play. Rangers will look to carry back up into the offensive zone. Just about 3 minutes into this first period. Zibanejad fires a shot high off glass. Gets through Trocheck, and that's cleared all the way down by the Leafs penalty kill. Seth, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. Rangers back up ice with a shot there that's blocked to the sidewall. Leafs first to it, but they don't get it out of the zone. Zibanejad cycles it back to the near boards. Played here by Kreider, who sends it back the other way. And that deflects up into the netting. And we're going to get a whistle with 16:35 to go in the first. 59 seconds left on the Rangers power play. And it's going to be another face-off coming up as New York trying to get something going here on the man advantage. Luke, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. One over now. Trouba to the far side. There's a shot by... that was Kravtsov with the shot. Now Kakko with it. Trying to get it back out in front. Played to the corner, back to the point. Still set up with 40 seconds left. Here's Hedel. Hedel down low. Looking for a play across in front. Kakko to Hedel. Hedel with a shot. And Hedel scores! It's a power play goal for the Rangers. Puts it off the back bar. And they are up 1-0 as Philip Hedel pots one on the man advantage. And it's a 1-0 game. Big goal there for New York. 16:08 to go in the first. And a big goal here as Hedel puts it off the back bar and out. Didn't know if it went in right away, but the referee did. Referee immediately signaled goal, and that was the correct call. And already, Hedel scores for the Rangers as they go up 1-0 here on home ice. Right back into the offensive zone as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Leafs trying to clear their end. Rangers on the forecheck. Liljegren goes down. The puck gets taken by Matthews. He'll carry it 3-on-2 into the offensive zone. Leafs on the attack for themselves. Over to Bunting. Plays it for Nylander down low. Here's Willie Nylander. Back out high. Long shot there. Misses wide off the boards. Taken in the corner. Miller has it for New York. He goes D to D to Trouba. Trouba up the wing. And that's deflected out to the neutral zone. Leafs get it back. Trying to play this one around now. Down in the corner, Brody with it. Move to the middle. Taken up and out of the zone. Over to Nylander, into the offensive end. He fakes a shot, now pulls it to the middle. Gets one in. Nice save there by Shesterkin, getting a piece of it. Puck comes out to Tavares, who plays it to the point. Long shot through traffic there, misses wide. Gets deflected to the corner. Both teams after it, trying to dig it out of the corner. Back to the middle. That one's offline for Marner, and the Rangers get it to the neutral zone. Good clear there for the Rangers. They needed it. Taking around now. Hey, Jay with the 2. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for Jay. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. Jeremiah, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Awesome to have you. Through the neutral zone. Played back by the Leafs in their own end. Justin Hall with it. 14:20 to go here in period number 1 as the Leafs try and carry through the neutral zone. Stolen by the Rangers. Fox to the offensive end, looking for a play to the middle. Can't get that one through. Trying to find Johnny Brodzinski there, but couldn't. And eventually the puck deflects up and out of play. We get another stoppage. And it will be an offensive zone draw for the Rangers again as they lead 1-0 on the power play goal from Philip Hedl. And he has been very good since returning from injury. 3 goals and an assist in 4 games back. What's going on, Earth Citizen? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat. Slapshot Hockey, welcome. Thanks so much for coming by. Brodzinski will take this draw now against David Kampf. That one's worked out. Played behind the net by Sandin. He goes D-to-D with it. Liljegren back to Sandin. Toronto out of the zone. They'll clear it up. Into the offensive end. Kampf first on it. Down in the corner. Both teams digging. Schneider sends it up the boards a little bit, but the Leafs do a good job pinching along the wall and keep it. Here's Engvall in the corner. That one eventually stolen away from him, and the Rangers can chip it off glass and out. Played out now through the middle. Ryan Lindgren will take it for New York. Both teams get line changes. Fresh guys on the ice, and the Rangers start up ice. Lindgren gains the red line and dumps it in. Around to the far side. Played there by Hedl, away from Giordano. Looking for a pass out in front. That goes off a skate. Rangers keep possession, though. Out. Trying to get that one through. That's stolen again. That time Bunting gets in the way. Good job there for Toronto. Toronto will start the breakout now as they come up through the neutral zone. Red lining in. Thrown deep. And the Rangers will have to regroup back in their own end with the forecheck pressure from the Leafs on the way. Rangers do send that up over the red line into the offensive zone. Gotten one trying to get it through to Hedl, but not able. It's poked away. Leafs come back up ice. It's Bunting trying to chase into the offensive zone against Miller. Trying to work it around now. Rangers able to clear that to the neutral zone. Leafs get possession again. They're going to carry up. There's Morgan. He takes a hit. Tavares sends it down. Trying to get through to Marner, but Shesterkin stops it along the end boards and plays it off glass. Marner keeps it in, though, for now. Now it's stolen away by Goodrow over the red line, and the Rangers will chase. New York back into the offensive zone. Zibanejad and Goodrow. Panarin sends it through the middle. Back out to the point. Cycled down low. Looking for a play in front. They end up going back to the blue line. D-to-D. Here's Trouba. His shot attempt gets blocked. The Leafs come away with it. Here's Morgan up ice into the offensive zone. Looking to get the pass through and can't get it through, but we do have a penalty on the way. And Toronto is going to get a power play chance of their own. As Holmberg was trying to get to the net there, and he was impeded by Jacob Trouba. Trouba will go to the penalty box, and the Leafs to the power play when we get back. Just under 12 minutes to go now in the first period. New York with the 1-0 lead on a power play goal, but the Leafs will now have a power play chance of their own to match. But we are going to go to our first commercial break of this one. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. David, welcome in. Alyssa, welcome in. Lowrider, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. Slapshot, I'm pretty indifferent on the Kings. I don't have strong feelings one way or the other with LA. They're fine. But, so we're, closing in on the halfway point now of this first period. Toronto trails by a goal, but they'll have a power play chance here to try and even things up. While we're at the commercial, I think it's a good time to crack this bad boy, another Molson Canadian. So we're going to get this one cracked, and we're going to get a cheers in the chat. Here's to a great night of hockey, a great stream. Thank you guys all so much for your support. And let's enjoy a good one here between Toronto and New York tonight. Appreciate you all. And cheers to everyone watching. Hey, Mike and Julie, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Trevor Moore got a 5-year contract, a little over $4 million per season. He's been a good middle six guy for LA. That's a solid deal. Mike and Julie are here. Thank you so much. What else did I miss? I feel like I missed something. Oh, who do I think is better so far, the Islanders or the Rangers? I would say so far slightly the Islanders, but I do think the Rangers are probably going to get it together as we get deeper into this season and end up being better. Moved out now. Cleared all the way down early on this penalty kill for New York. Leafs back up ice now through the neutral zone. Marner with speed into the offensive end. Passes it over. Trying to work it around. Back out to the point. Played there by Nylander. Down low. Good puck movement here to Matthews. Back out high to Nylander. Still a minute 22 of power play time for the Leafs. Nylander out high. Plays it through. Gets it right back. Looking for a play down to the corner, but stolen away by the Rangers. New York will come back the other way shorthanded into the offensive zone. Fires a high shot there and a good shoulder save from Matt Murray. Very solid shorthanded opportunity there for the Rangers, but Murray comes up big in goal. Keeps this a 1-goal game. Played back out high. Sandin. Plays it through to Nylander. Top of the circle. In front, there's Matthews looking for a backdoor play. Can't get it on goal. Kept back to Matthews, though, to Nylander. Still working around the attacking zone. Solid puck movement as Matthews can't get that shot off from in front. Back to Nylander out by the blue line. 35 seconds left. Tavares to the middle. Matthews rips one, but it's off the outside of the goal. Played down low. Long shot there by Sandin. Shesterkin able to smother it through the traffic in front, and he'll cover that one. 26 seconds to go on the Leafs power play. And it will be an offensive zone draw for them again as they look to tie this game. They've had some good puck possession, but haven't beaten Igor Shesterkin yet. If I had to choose, Marco, Matthews. Taken now by Connor Timmins behind the net. Final 8 seconds of the power play as we tick under 10 minutes to go in the first. That puck is turned over. Rangers come up. Shot there. And a good chance for Brodzinski. Right as the penalty was coming to an end. Johnny Brodzinski fires one in. And we get a whistle there as Murray's got to come across and make another good save. That is correct, Slapshot. It's Molson Canadian BC Transportation. And we are going to go to the commercial break. Another commercial break now. Rangers still up 1-0. They've killed off the penalty to Trouba. And we are going to have another stoppage here while we wait to get back underway. I Marco, I just said Matthews. Brady. I like Brady better than Matthew Lowrider. I like both the Kachucks. I liked Keith Kachuk too, but I like Brady more. What's going on, Derek? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Awesome to have you. Wow, Jesus, Jeremiah. That's quite the week, man. That is quite the week. So, a lot of snow up there in Alaska for sure to deal with. Lots of other games going on right now. Anaheim and Montreal is still 0-0. Tampa Bay's taking a 1-0 lead over Columbus. Dallas and Washington is scoreless. LA and Boston is scoreless. Devils have a 1-0 lead over the Flyers. The Panthers lead the Penguins 1-0. Carolina is up on Seattle 1-0. And obviously here the Rangers are up 1-0 over Toronto. That's where we are at right now with other games going on around the league. William, welcome in. Alyssa dropping a 1 on the stream. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for Alyssa. Let's go. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for the dono. Let's get that hype in the chat. It's not a green screen, so I don't know what you're talking about there. It's not a green screen. And it's whatever it is. Don't care. Taken up now. Rangers trying to get it out of the zone. Cleared there by New York. We're back underway. Played up now, trying to tick it out of the zone, but the Leafs keep it in. Trying to work it down low. 9:20 to go in the first. Cleared there by New York, trying to send it back up. And Kerfoot carries it into the zone before the Leafs could get it all the players out. That's offsides. And a neutral zone faceoff on the way with 9:15 to go here in period number 1. Taken back now. Spin around shot and a nice save by Murray again with traffic in front. And Matt Murray has come up really, really big here in this first period, as he's already made 2 or 3 quality saves to keep this a 1-goal game. My favorite NHL player is Patrice Bergeron. 9:10 to go here in the first. Offensive zone face-off for the Rangers as they lead this one 1-0. Out to the neutral zone. Played at the red line by Goodrow. He'll backhand it in. Here's Sandin. And he's going to start the breakout over to Liljegren. Leafs are up and out of the zone over the red line. Trying to get it deep into the offensive end, but that would have been offside, so they've got to tag up. That allows a free breakout coming for New York as Trouba passes it over to Panarin. Now to Zibanejad in the middle to Goodrow. Goodrow back to the point. Miller looking for a redirection in front. Puck gets knocked down and stolen away by the Leafs. Up ice comes Toronto. Here's Nylander with speed. That shot just goes wide of Shesterkin. And Barclay Goodrow's out of the zone for the Rangers. Over to Panarin. Panarin has it now from the red line. Line changes commence for both teams. The Rangers dump it into the offensive zone. Leafs trying to move this one. That's played by Anderson. Up now, Timmins. Deflected into the offensive zone by Aston Reese. He chases against Fox. Gets hit by Trocheck down low. Played back out to Timmins, who goes D-to-D with it. Passes behind TJ Brody. Rangers come back the other way now. 3-on-3 into the offensive zone. And a good defensive play there by Brody. Breaks that one up. Just under 8 minutes now to go in the first period. And ESPN Plus freezing again, up to its usual garbage. No idea how this app is so bad. What is this thing doing? Taken now. Defensive zone. 7 minutes to go in the first. Rangers get it out. Dumped in. Cross to the near side. Played here by Justin Hall. Giordano gets it through to Hall. Leafs through the neutral zone. Deflected off a skate. Rangers take it back. They'll regroup as Miller plays it. He's going to spin back and get pressured here by the forecheck of Kerfoot. Kerfoot doing a great job here against Miller. Miller finally able to skate away from him and get it out of the zone. Here's Hedel into the offensive end, trying to get it over to Kakko. Long shot there, sticked aside by Murray. Trouba keeps it in the attacking zone. Playing it around now with 6:20 to go in the first. Played back out high. Leafs get it out to the neutral zone. Rangers try and enter again. Taken back by Toronto as they'll play it. Through the middle. Deflected and dumped into the offensive zone. Michael Bunting first on it. Trouba comes in to hit him. Trying to take it in the corner. Bunting comes away with the puck. Passes out to Timmins. Connor Timmins redirected in front. Chance. And a rebound goal for Toronto. It is a 1-1 game as the Leafs tie it up. And Michael Bunting on the second chance opportunity evens us at 1 here with 5:54 to go in the first period. And a big goal here for the Leafs. Good pressure in the offensive zone and eventually on the rebound chance after Shesterkin made the first stop. It goes right to Bunting. Nobody covering him. And he taps that one in by the pad. And we are evened up at 1 now here with 5:50 to go in the first. Eternal Render, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. It's played down low. TJ Brody to Connor Timmins through to the middle. Carried up now by Matthews over the red line into the offensive end with Nylander, but it's poked away from him. And the Rangers will come the other way into the offensive end. New York dumps it. They'll chase in. Zibanejad on the forecheck along with Panarin. Barclay Goodrow trying to get in there as well. Leafs get possession though, and Matthews carries it up, passes it across the blue line. It's out to the neutral zone. Rangers will try and dump it back in, but they can't get it by TJ Brody. Played around now, up the boards, taken by Toronto. Anderson's out of the zone, over the red line, into the offensive end. He'll drive against Braden Schneider. Kept to the outside by Schneider. Now pass back to the point. Long shot there, gloved down by Shesterkin. He's going to cover it. And with 4:49 remaining here in the first period, we have ourselves a 1-1 hockey game. Hedel struck first for the Rangers, but Bunting returned the favor for Toronto. And we are 1-1 now, under 5 minutes to go in the first as we head to another commercial break. And it will be our last commercial break here of this opening period. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Good to have you in the chat. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody comes together, enjoys hockey, and have some fun. Appreciate you all coming by tonight. A very evenly matched first period here between Toronto and New York. 1-1 game right now. And we'll see if anybody can get that lead before the intermission or if we go into the break tied. Hey, Jameson, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Interesting, Jameson. I guess I picture the Mississippi River, and Ovechkin would win that fight. We're here at the commercial break, just about ready to come back and get back into the action. We'll see if anybody can get a lead here before the end of the first or if we stay tied up. Edgar, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Edgar. What a legend. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Taken now back underway. The Leafs regrouping in their own zone up through neutral ice and dumped into the offensive end. Here's Holmberg. Fires that one wide. Sent around. Hey, Chad. Welcome to membership. Let's get some member hype in the chat for Chad. Just became a star member on the channel. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much. So some hype for Edgar and some hype for Chad. Thank you guys for your support so much. Taking up the wall now. Schneider can't get it past Aston Reese. Brodzinski and Harper going along the boards now. Trying to dig this one out. Poked up ice and the Rangers clear. They'll skate into the offensive zone. Here's Julian Gauthier. He can't get it through Rasmus Sandin. Out now to Marner, who plays it through. Tavares up ice into the offensive end. He fires a shot that gets blocked. Kept there, though, by Malgin. Eventually, it's taken from him, but he's trying to get it back along the boards, and he does, shoulder to shoulder. Declan, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Marco, thank you for subscribing. Let's get some hype for Marco in the chat. New sub to the channel as well. Welcome in. 3.5 minutes to go in the first. Played D to D. Sandin has it. He spins back. Waiting for something to open up. Just sends it up now to the neutral zone. By the red line. Leafs carry. Dumped into the offensive zone by Matthews. Taking it around now. Andre Miller trying to start a breakout for the Rangers. Chipped up the wall and back to the neutral zone where Nylander will regroup for the Leafs. Sends it back to Brody. Waiting for something to open up here. Maria, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat. This one's worked back down low. Rangers come away with it behind their own net. Philip Hito going to skate out of his zone over the red line. Back into the middle. Matthews breaks up that pass back to Hito. Good job there by Austin Matthews. And we're going to get a whistle with 2:35 remaining here in the period. And another face-off coming up with this game still knotted up 1-1. Hey, thank you so much, Chad. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream and the play-by-play. It's awesome to have you here. Here we go now. Off the face-off. One back by Toronto in the offensive zone. Played here by Justin Hall. Sends it low. Barclay Goodrow first on it. Cycled down low for Lindgren, who sends it up the near side. That's Panarin. Back to Fox, who sends it through to Zibanejad out of the zone in the middle, but the Leafs take possession back, but not for long. Now Panarin to Zibanejad, dumped into the offensive zone. Luis, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some sub hype for Luis on the chat. Really appreciate it, man. Ryan, welcome in. Good to have you here. 2 minutes now to go in the first period. Linkser, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. As Murray leaves that for Liljegren behind the net. Leafs looking to start the breakout here. Taken up. Long pass, deflected into the Rangers zone. Anderson will chase on the forecheck. Schneider and Harper back, moved into the middle for Holmberg. Oh, what a save there by Shesterkin. As Holmberg had a great opportunity right in front. Now the Rangers are back the other way. Shot in there, gets blocked. Ends up down low, now back to the point. New York still has possession. Top of the circle, looking for a shooting lane. That's deflected in, and Murray will grab it with the glove. And he'll make a save there with 1:12 to go in the first. It will be an attacking zone faceoff on the way for the Rangers. But boy, Shesterkin had to be sharp, as Homburg had a great chance from right at the top of the crease, but Shesterkin comes out and makes the save. Maria, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. It's awesome to have you here. Let's get some hype in the chat. Taken down low now. Off the draw up to Marner. Leafs have possession. Out over the red line into the offensive zone. Here's Malgin down low. Marner chased there by Miller. And Mitch Marner comes away with the pucks. Looking to extend his point streak. He ends up losing that one, though. It's stolen away. Rangers come up ice. Lafreniere with K'Andre Miller. Down low for Philip Hedl behind the net. Trying to work this one around. Puck in the corner. Alex, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some hype for Alex in the chat. Welcome in. Malgin comes back the other way. 35 seconds to go on the in the period. Not a power play. In the period, he ends up with the puck in the corner. Capo Caco is going to get to it and clear it to the neutral zone. Rangers get a partial line change. Leafs bring it back in. Down below the goal line. Here's Austin Matthews up the half boards. Back out by the point. His pass attempt gets knocked down and stolen away. Back come the Rangers into the offensive zone. Driving wide there is Trocheck. He's out there with VC and Kreider. Back out high. Long shot there. Blocked down in front. Nylander sends it to the side wall, and that is going to do it for the first. So we are through one period of action here. We've got 20 minutes down, 40 minutes still to go. And it is a 1-1 hockey game between Toronto and New York. We'll have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the second period to begin. Really appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Really helps out the channel and means a lot. If you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Let's see. Music Zombie Girl, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Pretty good hockey game going here between the Rangers and Leafs so far. And obviously both teams have won 4 in a row and are trying to extend that winning streak to 5. They're going to play hard tonight. It's a big 2 points on the line. And so far, that's what we've seen. A pretty evenly matched first period. And we come out of it with a tied game. Let's see. Hey, Chad with the 2. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for Chad. Dropping a 2 on the stream. Thank you so much. That is awesome, man. Really appreciate it. Really helps out the channel a ton and allows me to continue doing this. That is awesome. So we'll have some time now to hang out and talk a bit in the chat while we wait for the second to begin. Get you caught up on some other scores from around the NHL. Anaheim has taken a 2-0 lead over Montreal. So Canadians, not a great first period there in that one. Tampa Bay continues to lead Columbus 1-0. The Stars and Capitals are still scoreless. The Kings and Bruins also still scoreless. The Devils have a 1-0 lead over the Flyers. The Panthers have a 1-0 lead over the Penguins. Carolina has extended their lead to 2 over Seattle. And obviously this game is 1-1. Coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Nashville and Winnipeg will drop the puck. At 8:30, the Golden Knights and Blackhawks play. And there's a couple games at 9 p.m. Buffalo against Colorado and St. Louis against Edmonton. So overall, a pretty busy night in the NHL, and a lot of the games are already underway. Yes, Montreal is losing 2-0 to Anaheim right now. We saw Montreal last night against Ottawa. They got themselves down 3-0 in that game and then had a valiant effort to come back and trying to come back in that game and try and get at least a point out of it, but they just came up 1 goal short and lost that one 3-2. But not a good start. Again, getting down against Anaheim in this one tonight, and they're going to have to try for another comeback effort. We'll see what they can do as that game goes along. Fred, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Awesome to see you in the chat. Alex, awesome to have you here. We got a pretty good mix of Rangers and Leafs fans in the chat right now. It's always fun when you got both teams well represented. Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. We still got 2 more periods of action to go in this one. So we got ourselves a pretty full night of action tonight. Looks like pretty much, yeah, all of these games started at the same time. There's literally like, what, 7 or 8 games going on right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 8 games going on right now, and they all started at exactly the same time, or, right about the same time. And that means they're all at intermission right now at the same time. So there's actually no hockey being played because every single game in the league is at intermission right now. Hey, well, welcome in, Fred. It's awesome to have you here. Thanks for coming by. I cover the entire NHL on this channel, and fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Ryan, the first goal was a power play goal for Philip Hedl for the Rangers. He went off the back bar, put a nice shot under the crossbar and in the back of the net. And then the Maple Leafs were able to answer later on in the period when Michael Bunting scored on a rebound. And those are the 2 goals so far. Hedl for the Rangers and Bunting for the Leafs. Marty, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. I have no idea who's going to win the Stanley Cup, Christine. No idea. I mean, we still got 50-plus games to go this year. Lots can happen. We don't even know. We don't even know, other than a few teams that have gotten off to really good starts. We don't even know for sure who's going to be in the playoffs, let alone win the Stanley Cup. The playoff races right now are incredibly good around the NHL. If you look at the wild card spots, you've got the Islanders and Rangers in a wild card spot right now at 35 points apiece. Tampa's at 37, a little bit ahead. Pittsburgh and Carolina's at 38, a little bit ahead. And then right behind them, you've got Washington at 34, Detroit at 32, Florida at 32, Montreal at 30. That's just the Eastern Conference. We don't even know who the playoff teams are going to be, let alone who's going to be healthy enough to go on a Stanley Cup run. Same thing out west. You've got Edmonton and Colorado in wild card spots right now at 34 and 32 points apiece. Seattle and LA are only at 35. Minnesota's at 34. Winnipeg's at 37. Calgary's at 32. Vancouver's at 29. there's still a long way to go before it's even time to be thinking about the playoffs. You gotta get through the regular season first, and with the exception of the teams that have been, elite out of the gate, like Boston, Toronto, New Jersey, Vegas, like those teams have pretty much locked themselves into being playoff teams already with how good they've started the season. It would really take a epic collapse for them to not make the postseason. But other than that, everything's still up for grabs, and teams have to make sure that they're bringing their A game as much as they can. No, I have not, Isaac. I have not seen one of those. I mean, the wild card races right now. I mean, you don't know who's gonna win those. Just in the Eastern Conference, you've got Carolina, Pittsburgh, both New York teams, Washington, Detroit, and Florida. I don't even know how many teams that is. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and throw Tampa in there. You've got 8 teams within 6 points of each other in the Eastern Conference right now. From Carolina and Pittsburgh at 38 points, all the way down to Detroit and Florida at 32 points. And everybody in between, you have 8 teams in the Eastern Conference within 6 points of each other. I mean, that's impossible to pick and choose right now who's going to come out of those teams and be a playoff team. I mean, they're all right on top of each other. Peter, welcome in. My Atlantic Division pick, I picked Toronto before the season started, Lowrider. I was not expecting the Bruins to be as good as they have been. They've been a lot better than I thought. I think it's really down to either the Bruins or Maple Leafs at this point. One of them is going to win the division. One of them, in all likelihood, is going to finish second. But it's tough to say right now. Boston does have games in hand on Toronto as of tonight. That's an absolute drag race between those two. Back before the year started, I picked Toronto, so I guess I'll stick with that. I also don't want Boston to win the President's Trophy, so I wouldn't mind them not coming in first and not winning the President's Trophy. That would be fine with me. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Boston and Toronto have definitely separated themselves at the top of the Atlantic. Calisthenics action. What's going on? Welcome. No. I mean, he hasn't been great, obviously, but there's still such a long way to go this season. I'm sure he's going to get it together at some point. And he's 24. Like, a lot of goalies aren't even in the NHL yet at 24, and he's already been in the NHL for, over a season, almost, pushing almost 2 seasons now, and he's still just 24 years old. So, I'm not overly concerned, no. Has he been good? No, it's been a struggle to start this year, but he's a young goaltender that still has a very bright future ahead of him, and I think long-term he's going to be fine. I don't think Toronto and Boston's going to meet in the first round, Jeremiah, because they're going to be 1-2 in the division. They have separated themselves from everybody else. Toronto is 6 points ahead of Tampa. Boston is 10 points ahead of Tampa. Tampa is in third. Like, it is Boston and Toronto for those top 2 spots. Tampa is in third, and that's, I think, exactly how it's going to stay. Unless somebody catches the lightning. But Boston and Toronto, I'll say it right now, I fully expect to be the top 2 teams in the Atlantic Division. I don't see anybody coming from behind and catching them at this point. A very real chance to have a Toronto-Tampa Bay first round again. which we obviously had last season, last playoffs. And we might get Toronto versus Tampa in the first round again, depending on how the rest of the regular season goes. Cap, that would happen if Boston was to win the division and finish first in the Atlantic, and then Washington would have to get into the wild card spot that would match up against the Bruins. And then you could potentially get a Boston-Washington first round like we saw a couple years ago. So that is a possibility if the Capitals can get into a wild card spot. I do not think that the Senators are making the playoffs. No. I don't see the Sens making the playoffs this year. I mean, I think most of your contending teams, Christine, are going to add players at the deadline. That's generally what we see, pretty much, every year is that, the teams that are gearing up for playoff runs, the teams that are trying to contend for a Stanley Cup, go out at the trade deadline, make deals, add to their lineup. We see it every trade deadline. There's a bunch of deals. We usually see at least 8, 10, sometimes upwards of even like 15 trades right around the deadline of teams gearing up for playoff runs. And, I think we'll easily see at least another 8 to 10, 8 to 12 trades again this year. And I think, obviously teams that want to win in the playoffs are going to try and add that missing piece. There's plenty of sellers that are going to be able to dump off players to those contending teams and get draft picks back in return. And it should be another fairly active deadline again this year. We'll see how teams figure out the cap space situation, because there's not a lot of cap space around the league right now. But generally by that time you've got guys on LTIR, you've got injuries and room to work with the salary cap as far as LTIR space goes, and then that'll opens up the ability to make a move. I mean, New Jersey right now is definitely the favorite to win the division. They've got a 6-point lead over Carolina and Pittsburgh, who are both at 38 points. New Jersey's at 44. I don't know if New Jersey's going to hang on and actually win the division, but I do definitely think that they've made themselves a playoff team. I don't see any reason to think that New Jersey's going to drop out of a playoff spot altogether. But I do think that Carolina or Pittsburgh could potentially try and make a run up towards that top spot. 6 points isn't the biggest gap. It's not a small gap either, especially at this point where, we're only about 30 games in. Devils have played really well, but I think in all likelihood, I would say the Devils have like a 60% chance to hang on and win that division. And I would give it like a 40% chance that either Carolina or Pittsburgh comes out and catches them. I'm sure. I don't know, Rick. I don't track injuries every single day. I'm sure that, they've got a few guys at least close to returning, but I don't know what their injury report is right now. I haven't watched the Avs. When's the last Avs game I did? Probably a couple weeks ago. So I don't know. I don't know exactly where they're at, but I'm sure that, every player that they get back into the lineup is going to be a big boost for Colorado, who is greatly missing some key pieces. All right, looks like we're going to get going for the second period here. 1-1 hockey game. Second period should be getting underway very shortly. Yeah, we know that, Dominic. McKinnon's not going to be back for a while, but they've got plenty of other guys that are closer to returning. So, getting lined up at the center dot here. Referee about to drop the puck. Second period about to begin. 1-1 game here at Madison Square Garden between the Leafs and the Rangers. Both teams trying to extend their 4-game winning streaks. Only one of them's going to be able to do it. As these teams line up, referee checks, make sure we're good to go. And Leafs win the opening faceoff back as that's dumped into the attacking zone. They'll get going on the forecheck. But the puck does come out to the neutral zone and then back in. We'll get a whistle just 10 seconds in. And it will be a neutral zone faceoff on the way right in front of the Toronto bench. Ten seconds into the period. That's won back by New York. Rangers take possession, and they'll start to break up ice. Played over now to Fox. Fox deflected into the offensive zone, onside. Leafs send it right back out. Morgan gets knocked down there by Lindgren. With a puck taken by the Rangers, they can't maintain possession as Tavares steals it back. Here's Giordano for the Rangers. For the Leafs into the Rangers zone. To Morgan, cycles down low. He gets hammered by Trocheck along the boards, and New York clears it out to neutral ice. Rangers trying to carry into the offensive end, but they're offsides. And we get a whistle here. 19:16 to go in the second, and it will be a neutral zone faceoff again for another offsides. Aaron, welcome in. Avatar, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Good to see you guys in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Deflected up and out of play there. Just 5 seconds later, another face-off. Very choppy start here to the second. 3 whistles already in the first minute. Not a whole lot of flow to this game yet. As it's taken over now to Trouba. He dumps it in on Murray, who kicks it aside. Barclay Goodrow on it in the corner. Cycled around. Leafs get to the loose puck, and they'll clear it to the neutral zone. Bunting against Trouba. Heavy in on the forecheck is Michael Bunting. He hits Trouba down low. Taken away by Matthews. His pass back to the middle of the ice is offline. Clears itself back to the Leaf zone. Toronto back up over the center ice and into the offensive zone. Back the other way comes Panarin. Poked off of his stick. Toronto takes possession. Nylander into the attacking end. Spins away from Trouba. Miller takes it down low in the corner. Nylander comes in on the forecheck. Trouba has the puck now behind the net. Pass to Panarin. Back to Trouba. Suns Nation, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by all the way down. Matt Murray's going to play that over to TJ Brody. Brody sends it off the boards and out of the zone. Ben Harper back to get it. He fires one off glass. Rangers trying to come up ice. Can't connect on that pass. Brody will send it back the other way. It's played here by Timmins over the red line. Kerfoot into the offensive zone. Toronto back on the attack. A good shot there and a save by Shesterkin. So Shesterkin makes that save and covers it up. 17:47 to go now in the second. And an offensive zone draw on the way for the Rangers as we remain tied 1-1. Taken around now off the draw. Rangers have it. Trying to clear their zone. That's lifted up and out. Giordano goes back to get it for Toronto. He'll start to break it up ice. Homburg with it. Pass over to Anderson into the offensive zone. Anderson gets knocked down there by Schneider. Puck down below the goal line. Rangers and Leafs both trying to dig it out. Loose puck to the near side wall. Giordano first on it. Played down low here for Toronto. Aston Reese pinned along the boards. Anderson gets in there to try and chip the puck out. Gets it to Holmberg. Holmberg with it. Back to the blue line, then cycles again down low for Anderson. He's checked there by Harper. Loose puck taken by the Rangers. And that's lifted up and out to the neutral zone. Capo Caco now. Passes to the middle for Schneider. Up and dumped into the offensive zone. New York will get a needed line change. Rangers fan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Great to see you in the chat. Played around. Kraftstov on the near side. Below the goal line. Ryan Lindgren first on it. He'll start to break out for New York. Drop pass to Fox. Fox with it. 16.5 to go here in the second. New York up ice, deflected into the attacking zone. Down low behind Matt Murray. Murray plays it to Liljegren. Liljegren takes a hit to work it up the boards. Move to the middle. That's turned over to Brodzinski. Johnny Brodzinski fires one off the post. And a high-quality chance there for New York, but the pipe saves Toronto. And now the Leafs come back the other way. It's Rasmus Sandin into the offensive zone. He'll go to the corner against Lindgren. Taken away by Vesey. Move to Fox in the middle. No idea, Suns Nation. 15:50 to go in the second. Don't have anything scheduled past today, so I have no idea. Up into the offensive zone. Across now to Vesey. Shot in there. That one gets blocked in front. Played back the other way by Michael Bunting. Bunting now up into the offensive zone. Dumps it behind the goal. Shesterkin plays it up the wing. Rangers come the other way. And that pass for Trocheck's going to be too far in front of Vesey, and we'll go for icing. We'll get a whistle. 15:26 to go in the second. Still tied up 1-1. And it will be an offensive zone face-off on the way here for Toronto. Played up and out now. Obviously not Michael if I'm doing this game right now, as it's dumped into the offensive zone. Cam, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Played in the corner. Taken back by Miller. Trying to cycle this one around. Down in the corner, 5 minutes into the second. Played around to the near side. Back the other way. Into the offensive zone. Leafs top of the circle. Shot there. Blocked on the way through. Good job getting back by the Rangers. Trying to come back the other way. Up over the red line. Taken here by Timmins. And Giordano will carry up into the offensive zone. Top of the circle. Shot there. Deflected out of play. And we get a whistle. 14:28 to go in the second. Game still tied at 1. And another offensive zone face-off coming up for Toronto when we get back. Bubsy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Lifted out now again. And another quick whistle. Boy, this second period has been brutally choppy. Absolutely no flow to this game in the second period whatsoever. Such a choppy first 6 minutes. Just whistle after whistle here. Deflected pucks, offsides, icings, puck out of play. Like, no flow to this game whatsoever. Taken now in the neutral zone. Trying to get it back. Toronto from the red line. They'll dump it in. Terry, what's going on? Welcome in. Bubsy, good to have you here. Thanks for coming by. Working it down low is Aston Reese. Taken now by Heedle. The Rangers try and come back the other way. Moved into the offensive zone. There's a shot by Aston Reese. Another chance in front there for Toronto. Back out to Hall from the point. His shot misses wide. Ends up in the corner. Rangers trying to come back the other way. Into the offensive zone. Lafreniere. He's hit hard into the corner. Digging for it now. Tavares comes away with the puck. John Tavares will carry out and pass it up to Marner. Back in the neutral zone. The Rangers send it in just wide of Murray. Trying to work it around now. Here's Panarin. Back to Fox. Fox through traffic. That one just misses wide. Blocker side. Trying to work it around. Taking up the wall. Leafs get it out to the neutral zone. Zibanejad there. Able to steal it back for the Rangers. They get possession. 13:05 to go here in the second. Played back now through the neutral zone. Taken by Panarin into the offensive end. Zibanejad drives around Matthews. Pass back into the middle. Oh, what a pad save there by Murray. Second chance for Panarin. It goes off the outside of the goal. What a huge pad save there by Matt Murray. Golden opportunity for the Rangers, but the Leafs goaltender keeps it out. Huge save there. This remains 1-1. 12:25 now to go in the second. Kreider to Fox. Over the red line into the offensive zone. New York back on the attack as they cycle down low. Trying to work this one around. Long shot there. Murray again. Knocks it down. Leafs get to the loose puck trying to clear. They get it out of the zone. Cleared all the way down there. Trocheck carries back up now for New York into the offensive end. Rangers looking for a bit of a push here. Getting in on the forecheck, down low, back out in front for Vesey to the blue line. Long shot there from the top of the circle. Blocked on the way through. Toronto takes it now. It's Kampf up the wall. Played across. Kravtsov not able to get it out of the zone. Leafs keep it in the attacking end. They work it back to the point. Brody cycles down low. 11:15 to go here in the second period. Trying to work it around. Leafs keep it in again. Brody D to D at the blue line to Timmins, top of the circle. Connor Timmins fires one that's blocked to the corner. Engvall on it. Working it around. Pierre Engvall. Back to the point. Gets it back again. Cycles to the middle of the ice. Fires one. That gets blocked in the high slot. Trying to work it around. Here's Engvall. 10:40 to go in the second. Back out high. Sent down low. Good play there for Toronto as they keep cycling in the offensive zone. Chance again there. Opportunity. Matthews with a shot, but he just can't put that one home. Moved across to the far side. Leafs still on the attack in the offensive end. Shesterkin makes a pad save. Out high to the blue line. Back across. Long shot there. That gets blocked off glass. We get a loose puck here. It's kept in by Toronto. Back out high. Redirection. And that one's just sent wide of the post by Sandin. Here's Tavares. Back into the middle. Matthews one off glass high. That's worked back out high. Great shift here for the Leafs in the offensive zone. Pouring on the pressure. That one gets blocked in front. Rangers trying to clear. They finally get it all the way back to the Toronto zone. Leafs come back up ice. Matthews dumps it deep. Nylander first on it with Fox all over him. Playing it around. Down low. 9:28 to go here in the second. Looking to work this one in front. Spin around now. Chance again. Just sent wide by Bunting. Looking for his second goal of the game. Played around now. Lifted to the middle. Rangers finally come up ice over the red line into the offensive zone. 9:05 to go in the second. Back the other way. And Toronto, that puck's deflected up and out of play. 9 minutes to go in period 2. Still 1-1. So many chances to score. But nobody with a goal yet here in the second. We remain all even. And we're down to 9 minutes to go in the middle frame, just past the halfway point of this game. So what a great couple minutes there for Toronto as we go to the commercial break. Couple other scores from around the NHL. Anaheim continues to lead Montreal 2-0. Tampa and Columbus is now tied 1-1. Dallas and Washington still scoreless. Boston's taken a 1-0 lead over LA. Philadelphia and New Jersey 1-1. Pittsburgh and Florida 1-1. Carolina leads Seattle 3-0. And Nashville and Winnipeg is underway. Also, you guessed it, scoreless so far. So 1-1 hockey game here. Second period, just past the halfway mark. Really appreciate you guys all being here. Thanks for watching. Got ourselves a pretty good hockey game going on. And this is a fun one here between Toronto and New York as things, the last couple minutes, really opened up as far as scoring chances. But nobody able to find the back of the net. Vanessa, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. That was a crazy last couple of minutes. Toronto pouring on pressure in the offensive zone, but not able to find the back of the net, and we stay tied. Coming back from the commercial break now. Getting ready to drop the puck and get back into the action. Not right now, Lowrider. I don't have anything planned, no. Offensive zone draw now for the Rangers. Taken in the corner. Heavy and on the forecheck is Julian Gauthier. Well, that's kicked out of the zone and back to get it now. Leafs go in on the forecheck. Kerfoot first on it. Chases down low. Played back up over the red line into the offensive zone. Driving wide. Move to the middle. Around the boards it goes. Taken away here by Toronto. Engvall will carry out of the zone. Up into the Rangers' end as he drives wide. Cycles down low. Kampf is there along with Kerfoot. None, Suns Nation. This is it. Moved around now by New York. And they clear that to the red line. And it's taken back, though, by Toronto getting possession. It's Brody. Around it goes. Far side. Knocked down by the Rangers. They'll clear out of the zone. 8 minutes remaining here in the second as Brody regroups. He passes up into the offensive end. Holmberg gets it through to Aston Reese, and he's stopped by Shesterkin. Big save there by Igor Shesterkin. And he's going to cover that one up with 7:55 to go in the second. We head to another commercial. And this game remains 1-1. Appreciate you guys all watching. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. If you haven't yet, I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Streaming all 32 teams across the league all season long. And thank you guys for coming by tonight. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. And I hope you guys are enjoying this one tonight. Very tight game between Toronto and New York. Both teams with winning streaks on the line. And they're playing like they don't want to lose tonight. Rick, what is going on? Gub, welcome in. Thank you for being here. The assists on Bunting's goal, I have no idea, were David Kampf and Connor Timmins with the assists on Bunting's goal. So, commercial break here, second period action. Kraken finally get on the board against Carolina. That's 3-1 now. Marchand scores for the Bruins. Good to see. Yeah, we're still waiting to see if Marner can extend his point streak to 24. Doesn't have a point yet in this one, but obviously there's still plenty of time to go. What's going on, Roblox Gamer? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Coming back from the commercial break, just under 8 minutes remaining in the second period. Offensive zone draw for the Leafs. They win it back to Brody. Over to Timmins. Long shot there. Just getting a piece of that was Shesterkin. Trying to work it around now. Down low, Anderson. Back out high to Timmins. Moved across. Played around to the corner. I have no idea, Scottish Eagle. You'll have to ask the GMs about that. I don't know. I have no inside information or anything like that. I don't know anything more than the normal average person. We'll have to wait until it happens to know. Working around now. Move to the middle. Top of the circle. Played by Kravtsov. Over to Trouba. Trouba. Gets that pass back. Plays it out high. Taken again, Kravtsov. Through here to Keandre Miller. Miller drops it off for Zibanejad. Zibanejad drives around. Looking for a play in front. Top of the circle now. Miller. Drop pass again for Zibanejad. Zibanejad plays it over to Trouba. Trouba through traffic. A good save there by Murray. What's going on, AJ? Welcome in. Good to have you. Worked across now. 6:35 to go. Trouba's shot's deflected wide. That goes off glass. Kept in the offensive zone by New York. A really good minute and a half here for the Rangers. Trouba gets one through. That one's going to get covered, and Murray will grab that and hold on at the top of the crease. 6:23 to go in the second. It will be an offensive zone draw for New York on the way. Both of these teams trying to get the go-ahead goal and take a 2-1 lead, but goaltenders holding strong so far as we are still 1-1. Offensive zone draw now for the Rangers, but taken defensively by Toronto. Reacts, what's going on? Welcome in. Played through the offensive zone there to the far side. Panarin first on it. Played to the corner. Fox up the wall. Chipped out by New York, and Justin Hall will go back and get it for Toronto. Played the other way. Here's Adam Fox for the Rangers. Drop pass for Panarin. He takes possession in the offensive zone, but then loses it. Gets poked away. Tavares. Fox able to win the race and poke that puck away. Back into the middle, though. Here's Malgin in front. Played there through to Marner. Marner can't get it on goal. Taken now by Trocheck. He's trying to chip it out. Loose puck in front. Here's Marner with a chance. Just poked away from him by Shesterkin. And the Rangers go back the other way and clear it all the way down. And that's going to be an icing against New York with 5:22 to go. And it will be an attacking zone faceoff for Toronto here. They have had so many chances, but just can't put it in the net. And so many opportunities here to score. But nobody able to find the back of the net. Offensive zone draw again. The Matthews line will come onto the ice. 5:22 to go in the second. Trying to work this one around. Trouba. D to Lindgren. Up and out of the zone. Cleared there. Here's Trocheck. Can't get it into the offensive zone. Trying to take it back the other way now. Leafs have it. Down in the corner. Sandin takes a hit to move the puck. Neutral zone. Taken back by the Rangers. They'll clear to center ice, and it's dumped in again by Toronto. Under 5 minutes remaining now in period number 2. The Leafs have it back at the point. Moved over. Far side. Trouba up the wall to Kreider. Kreider can't get it out of the zone. Toronto keeps it in. Here's a chance. That pass into the middle. Trying to find Timmins, but it was broken up. Now we got a 2-on-1 back the other way. Vesey driving in, shoots, and Jimmy Vesey scores! The Rangers take a 2-1 lead as Vesey takes advantage of the 2-on-1, puts it over the shoulder of Murray, and New York is back on top. A big goal here for the Rangers late in the second to get a lead again in this one as they go up 2-1. Jimmy Vesey with great hands pulls it from the backhand to the forehand and then up over the shoulder, tucking it by Matt Murray. And with 4:27 to go now in the second, New York has gone back up by a goal. That's a big one there for the Rangers. They weathered the storm in their end, and now we're able to take a lead down at the other. Toronto comes away with the puck off the face-off. They're going to look to try and tie this back up before the intermission. We've got 4:15 remaining in the period. Kakko gets it into the offensive zone with Hedel, but it's taken back by the Leafs. They go the other way. And that's stolen away by the Rangers again. They'll dump it deep. Lafreniere will lead the forecheck into the offensive zone. Played around up the wall, move to the middle. Here's Tavares out of the zone for the Leafs. Into the offensive end. David Kampf will chase. He's first on it. Into the corner against Lindgren. Rangers reacts. 3:35 now to go in the second as Hedel plays it up. Over the red line into the offensive zone. That one gets dumped down low. Justin Hall will take it back for Toronto. He'll start the breakout. Pass over to Giordano. Now to the middle. Engvall to the offensive end. Engvall fires a shot wide. Cycling in the attacking zone now. Toronto with the puck. Move to the middle, but stolen away by New York. Here come the Rangers. 3-on-2 into the offensive zone, but they go off sides. And we get a whistle as they were just a little bit ahead of the play there. And a neutral zone face-off on the way. Would have been a good scoring opportunity for New York, but they couldn't stay on side. And we're going to head now to the final commercial break of the second period. Rangers have taken the 2-1 lead on a goal by Jimmy Vesey. That's where we stand right now. Still about 3 minutes to go in period number 2. So New York up by 1, trying to hold this lead. Still a lot of hockey to be played in this one. Lazarus, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Welcome to all the new people in the chat. Really appreciate you guys being here tonight. I think for a short time, Rick, Jimmy Vesey's kind of bounced around since leaving the Rangers for the back during his first New York stint. Let's see. Vesey obviously started with the Rangers, played 3 seasons there. Then he went to Buffalo. Then he played 30 games with Toronto. Then he played with Vancouver, the Devils, and is now back with the Rangers. So he has played for 5 different teams and 2 separate stints in New York. All in just a 8-year career. So 5 different teams in 8 years for Jimmy Vesey and 2 stints here with the New York Rangers. He did play for Toronto for 30 games. So, Hedel and Vesey have your goals for the Rangers. Bunting has the goal for Toronto. And we'll see if the Leafs can get this thing tied back up before the second intermission. We have 3:05 to go in the period. Neutral zone face-off coming right in front of the Rangers bench. It's going to be Zibanejad against Matthews in the dot. And that is won back by Toronto. Hall takes it behind his net. Backhands up the wall to Giordano. Giordano pressured by the forecheck. Can't get the puck out of the zone. But we are going to get a slashing penalty. Slashing penalty here against Barclay Goodrow. That's going to put Toronto on the power play. And this is going to be a big chance with the man advantage for the Leafs to try and even this game up. Barclay Goodrow chops down on Mark Giordano's stick there, snaps it in half. And we have a power play now for the Leafs with 2:56 to go in the second period. Wade, what's going on? Welcome in. And Sandin turns that puck over right away. Here comes Zibanejad, shorthanded, pass across. Shot just sent in wide on the shorthanded break for the Rangers. Leafs get the puck now and they'll carry back up ice. Matthews drops it. Nylander into the offensive zone. And Tavares is offsides ahead of the play, and that will lead to a neutral zone faceoff as Toronto can't get it in. Hey, Chad with the 1. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for Chad dropping a 1 on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Lindgren sends it to the corner now. Gets it back below the goal line, up the wing, and sent all the way down there by the Rangers. So they send it in on Murray, who leaves it back for Sandin. 1:25 to go on the power play for Toronto. Not much time. What's going on? Welcome in. Brodzinski steals this puck as one of the Leafs players there blows a tire. And the Rangers take possession away. He is shorthanded and will kill some more time. Miller back now. All the way down, cleared up. Behind Murray. Sandin will play under 2 minutes now to go in the period. Down to 55 seconds left on the power play. Luke, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Here's Matthews into the offensive zone. Nylander on the far side. He's kept to the outside, loses the puck. It's cleared all the way down by the Rangers' PK. Great job here so far in the penalty kill by New York. Down to 35 seconds left on the power play. Over the red line, Engvall turns that one over at the blue line. The Rangers come back the other way again. Brodzinski will send that one deep. Down to 20 seconds left on the power play and 1:10 to go in the period. Playing it around. Leafs have it now finally in the offensive zone. Looking to play to the sidewall, back to the point. Final minute now of the second period. Shot in there, and that one is gloved down by Shesterkin. As he makes a nice glove save there on Malgin. We've got 56 seconds to go in the second, and the power play just ticked to an end as Shesterkin made that glove save. So good save there by Igor Shesterkin. He covers that. Will be an attacking zone faceoff for Toronto. 56 seconds left in the period. And off of the faceoff, it's won back by New York to Trouba. Trouba goes D to D with it. Here's Miller. He spins away from the forecheck of Aston Reese. Gets it back to Trouba. Out of the zone over the red line. New York into the offensive end. Here's Barclay Goodrow. He takes the hit from Kampf to get it down low. Brody after it now. Played through to Hall. 33 seconds to go. Leafs up ice. The other way. Kampf into the offensive end. Looking to make a play. Throws it in front for a redirection, but that tips off his stick up into the netting. And we'll get another whistle here with 25 seconds left and an ozone draw on the way for Toronto. "25 seconds left here in the second. Still looking for that tying goal from the Maple Leafs here. Matthews will take the offensive zone faceoff. And off the draw, taken down below the goal line. Leafs come away with it on the steal. Good forecheck there. Giordano D to D. Long shot blocked. Fox gets in the way and tries to clear that off glass. It pops into the Toronto bench, and we're going to get another whistle. 10.7 to go here in the second. And it will be another offensive zone faceoff for Toronto on the way. Barclay Goodrow against Austin Matthews in the dot. It's won back by Matthews to Marner. Long shot there, misses wide. Puck ends up in the corner, then back up the boards. Final seconds, and the horn is going to sound. That does it. Second period has come to a close. And it is a 2-1 lead for the New York Rangers as we head to the second intermission. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes of hockey remaining. That is still a lot of time here with a one-goal game as New York and Toronto go back and forth. And really set up now for a great third period with this one still a very close game. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Awesome to have you all in the chat. Please don't forget, it means a lot and helps the channel a ton. If you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. We'll have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the third period to begin. We have just gone to the intermission with the Rangers up by a goal. Very Gub. It's my favorite sport. Appreciate everyone being in here tonight. Good to see you all in the chat. Not much time. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that hype in the chat for Not Much Time. New sub to the channel. Welcome in. Awesome to have you. We are getting ready for a big third period. Good time to check some other scores from around the league. A lot of action going on tonight. And we've got the Ducks with a 2-0 lead over the Montreal Canadiens, still at the second intermission. Bruins lead the Kings 2-0. Blue Jackets and Lightning are 1-1. Capitals lead the Stars 1-0. Flyers and Devils are 1-1. Penguins have taken a 2-1 lead over the Panthers. Hurricanes lead the Kraken 3-1. Rangers up by a goal here, 2-1. Predators and Jets even up at 1 late in the first. And just getting underway and dropping the puck, the Golden Knights and Blackhawks are underway. So that is your action elsewhere going on right now. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. I just don't have it on today, Dan. It's as simple as that. I just don't have my hat. Didn't wear it today. Foodie, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. An empty net goal is when a team pulls their goaltender and has the sixth skater on the ice instead of a goalie, and then the other team scores into the empty net. Usually happens at the end of games when teams pull their goalies if they're down by a goal. St. Louis plays Edmonton at 9 o'clock, and there's another 9 o'clock game too. I forget who it is. Buffalo and Colorado. So Buffalo versus Colorado and St. Louis versus Edmonton are the only two games that haven't started yet. It happens pretty often. I mean, not in every game, but fairly often. It just depends on if there's a goalie pulled at the end of the game and if the team can score with that goaltender pulled. But, I mean, it happens often enough to where it's a pretty regular occurrence in the NHL. Come on, Isaac. You can't say the S word before it happens, Isaac. You're gonna jinx it. I don't ever say the S word unless the clock strikes 0 and the game is officially over. No, not really, Lowrider. I don't play video games much anymore, and I don't have any modern NHL games. The most recent NHL game that I have is NHL 14. I don't play any of the new games. Jack, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you here. NHL 14 is the most newest NHL game that I have. I haven't played I haven't really played video games often since I was a kid. Yeah, it might take a little while to get there with all that snow, Sports Beard. Yes, I do, Dan. It's actually down back in this room back over here. I do have a table hockey game. All-time NHL legend, Scottish Eagle? I don't know. I don't have a distinct number one as far as that goes. I guess I'll say Bobby Orr for the hell of it, but I don't really think about that question or anything. When I'm not doing content spicy, I do landscaping. Gavin, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to have you. Sean, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I mean, 20K will be another big number, Aries. Yes, he was, Sportsbeard. It is. Well, that 2001 Avalanche team in general is what made the Avs my second favorite team, and Bork getting a cup was a big part of that, but doesn't change anything. I'm from Massachusetts, Sean. I'm a Boston Bruins fan, but I'm a huge hockey fan in general. I cover the entire NHL here and just watch as much hockey as I can. Dominic, that's, I don't know. That's too early to say. That's too early to say, Dominic. We still have a whole period of hockey left. Marner is more than capable of scoring a point or even multiple points in the third period. So I wouldn't call his point streak dead just yet. There's a long way to go in this one. Mr. Teddy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Riley, what's going on? Welcome. Yeah, Scottish Eagle, I tried to a little bit, although the last couple years I haven't been able to watch as much college hockey as I like and have in years past, but I do keep up with college and who's good and whatnot and try and follow it as much as I can. Riley, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't care if you use emojis, Aries. Doesn't matter to me. Makes no difference to me. I'm barely gonna see it anyway. Tristan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. I did not play college hockey, Dan. No, my career was over after high school. My career was over with high school. Sports Beard, his posts getting like flagged for you? Because they're not for me. I'm seeing his posts fine. They're not getting flagged at all on my end. I don't know what they come up to like the other mods in the chat, and they might look different, but no, I did not play there, Michael. I went there. I did not play hockey there. Oh, wow, Leafs, your player got traded to Toronto. There you go. That's pretty cool. You get to play for the hometown team. You'll find out when I update the schedule, Austin. I have no idea. I do not have my schedule for next week yet. I started streaming hockey games in the playoffs of 2018, Lowrider. The early streams, I wasn't really doing play-by-play or anything. That came later. It wasn't really until like 2019 that I started doing play-by-play. And the channel really took off in 2020 during the bubble playoffs, and it's obviously grown a lot since then. I played hockey through high school, and then that was it. Well, I played as a kid and played for my high school, and then that was it. And my hockey career, playing-wise, was over. My hockey number was 27, Derek. That's why, like, 27's always been my favorite number now since that was my number in high school hockey. I played center. I was number 27, and 27's been my favorite number since. Probably not Aries. I haven't played in a while. I haven't played organized hockey since high school, which was, I graduated 8 years ago, so it's been a while since I've played organized hockey. I have played pond hockey and some pickup stuff since then, but I'm not very good anymore, no. Certainly not as good as I used to be, and never will be again. Yes, he did. Jeremy Roenick was number 27 in Chicago. Speaking of playing hockey, I'm playing in my high school alumni game next Friday. December 23rd, next Friday night, I'm playing in my high school hockey alumni game. So a bunch of us that all played for my school over the years are meeting up and playing a pickup game next Friday night. I gotta go get my skates sharpened. I haven't had my skates sharpened in like 5 years. So I might want to get them ready to go before that game. No, I wouldn't say I was team enforcement. I would say I was a fairly defensive-minded, penalty-killing center. Yo, I'm not going to be any good, Justin. I'm already ready for that. I'm hoping that also everyone else isn't very good anymore either. That's going to be pretty much my only hope. Because I certainly am not going to be good out there. But I have a feeling that for most of us, we're all going to be in the same boat. We haven't played in quite a while. So it's just going to be for fun. It's going to be for fun, and we'll see how it goes, and just going to be happy to get ice time and see a bunch of my old teammates again. All right, we're going to be starting this third period here pretty soon. So we're going to be dropping the puck on period 3 when we get back from this final commercial break. Hey, no problem, Justin. Thank you for being here. It's good to have you in the chat. Exactly, Sportsbeard. Exactly. We're all just going to hang out, have some fun, and play some hockey together again. All right, see you later, Leafs. Hattie, what's going on? Welcome in. I still think this game's up in the air, 50-50 shot for both of these teams to win. Definitely do not count out the Toronto Maple Leafs only down by a goal. They are more than capable of coming in and winning this game. Rangers obviously have the lead, but still so much time with 20 minutes of hockey to go. I would say this one is still a coin flip of a game that both teams are definitely capable of winning. It's kind of hard to say, Mr. Teddy Cat. I always likened my style of play to Chris Kelly when he was with the Bruins. Like, he was like a third-line center. He killed penalties. He was a very defensive guy. Like, I always kind of played with like a very Chris Kelly style of play. He's now actually an assistant coach with the Bruins. I don't know how many of you in the chat are old enough to remember Chris Kelly and who's too young to remember him, but my style of play, I think, was pretty similar to his. It's possible, Marty, but I wouldn't call it likely. This has been a low-scoring game overall, but it's not impossible. I just wouldn't say that it's likely. Vinny, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. We are getting ready to go here for the third period. A big 20 minutes of hockey on the way. Hey, that's awesome, Rick. Awesome that you got a goal. That's fantastic. I'm not sure where he played junior, not much time. I can try and look it up, but he He played with the Ottawa Senators for quite a while, and then ended up getting traded to the Bruins, and with a pretty big piece of the Bruins Stanley Cup team in 2011. But we are underway here in the third. The Leafs take the puck, carried up now and dumped into the offensive zone. Taking it now. It looks like he played for both the London Knights and Sudbury Wolves in the OHL before going to the pros. So he did play for the London Knights as well as the Sudbury Wolves. Played up now over the red line. Barclay Goodrow backhands that one in. Panarin chases on the forecheck. 45 seconds into a very important third period here. 2-1 hockey game. Rangers trying to hold the lead and maybe even extend it, while the Leafs are looking for this tying goal. Playing it around to the far side. Here's Matthews. That is true. That is very true, Sportsbeard. John from HTH is now working for the Sudbury Wolves. That is correct. Played up now up the wall. Leafs trying to clear to the middle of the ice. Brody. And he's going to pass that one out over the red line into the offensive zone. Here comes Matthews. Austin Matthews. Blocker saved by Shesterkin. Zibanejad gloves the puck down but can't clear the zone. Played up now. Through and out to the neutral zone. Rangers get it out of their end. Hall's going to go back and get it. Just about 2 minutes into this third period, the Leafs are back in their own end, starting the breakout again. Back up now into the offensive zone. Engvall gets hammered there by Trouba. Taking around now. Excuse me, no, that was Harper, not Trouba. And Ben Harper sends that up the boards to Capo Caco, who doesn't clear the zone. Leafs keep it in at the point. Sliding stop there by Braden Schneider, who doesn't have a stick. He gets one from Philip Hedl, but now Hedl doesn't have a stick. And Hedl reaches out to grab Kerfoot. That's going to be a power play for Toronto. Philip Hedl will go to the penalty box here for holding. As he didn't have a stick, he reaches out and grabs Kerfoot. And that is going to put Toronto on the power play, looking for the tying goal early in the third. And this is going to be a big chance for them to try and even this game up. $17:39 to go here in the third. Probably just the cool people that I get to meet in the chat, Cap, like getting to cover hockey and talk to all of these other hockey fans from all over the world and get to meet everyone and talk to everybody. That would be the coolest thing for sure. Taken now. Leafs almost surrender a shorthanded goal, but Matt Murray keeps it out. Now Toronto will carry up ice over the red line into the offensive end. Cycling it around. Far side. Played in the corner. Toronto setting up here. Move to the middle. Rangers trying to clear. They steal that one and send it all the way down. Three minutes into the third. 1:15 left on the power play here for the Leafs. Marner. Pass to the middle. Matthews into the offensive zone. Matthews has it poked away. Here's Barclay Goodrow. He'll backhand it all the way back to the Leafs zone. And Murray will come out and play this one. And likewise, Cap, at the same token, my least favorite thing about streaming is dealing with the people in the chat who are not cool people to talk to and are just here to cause problems, start arguments, be trolls or whatever, spam. Like, the not cool people in the chat are my least favorite thing about doing this. Played back now. Final 30 seconds of the power play for Toronto. So I guess you could say that the best and worst thing for me about streaming is the people. The good people are the best and the bad people are the worst. 20 seconds now to go. Rangers steal another one. Man, the Rangers penalty kill has been awesome in this game as that pass is just too far in front for Kreider. Leafs back in their own end regrouping. Timmins will try and break it up. Moved out now. Drop pass over the red line into the offensive zone. Engvall. Final seconds tick off of the power play. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. New York kills off another one. And that is cleared all the way down. Now Rangers dump it into the attacking end. Heedle's out of the box. Hey, very sorry to hear that, Justin. That's always a tough situation. Here's a chance in front. Shot there. Oh, what a save by Shesterkin! Absolutely robbing the Leafs of a goal there. That was, I believe, Aston Reese couldn't get it home. Gavin, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. What an unbelievable save there by Igor Shesterkin, keeping this a Rangers lead. Played away now in the neutral zone. New York gets possession back. Over to K'Andre Miller. Gains the red line. Carries into the offensive zone and then dumps it deep. 14:40 to go here in the third. Puck down low. Played to Tavares. Tavares up to Marner. Marner over the red line. Deep into the offensive zone. Tavares first on it. Played across now. Worked out in front. Rangers steal the centering pass. And Vitaly Kravtsov's going to be able to clear that one all the way back to the Toronto zone. 14:10 to go here in the third period. Still a one-goal lead, 2-1 for the Rangers, thanks in large part to Igor Shesterkin. This very, very easily could be a tied game right now. That net front save was spectacular. Back to the blue line. Giordano keeps it into Kerfoot. Kerfoot gets knocked down by Zibanejad. Engvall has it in the corner now. He's waiting for something to open up with Adam Fox on him. Just plays it back to the point. D to D now to Timmins. Timmins keeps it on the blue line and will send it down to the corner. Trying to cycle here to the near side. Played there by Goodrow. First on it though. Leafs keep it in. Here's Engvall. Move to the middle on the backhand. That shot gets blocked. Panarin comes away with the puck. And Artemi Panarin will play it through to Adam Fox. Fox with the outlet pass up to neutral ice. Panarin now with speed into the offensive zone as the rest of the Rangers change. And he fires one that's going to be fought off by Murray. Gordon, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you. Rangers back out high. Schneider with a shot. Misses off glass. Leafs clear the puck up the boards but not out. It's kept in by Harper. Second chance now. The Leafs will clear, and Nylander dumps it back to the Rangers zone. 12:50 now to go in the third. Sent down low. Back on the forecheck comes New York. Toronto quickly plays it up the wall. The Rangers forecheck doesn't let him get through. Now New York comes away with the puck. Here's Kreider down low. Passes over to the far side. Vesey back to the point. Long shot there, blocked in front, second chance, pad save by Murray, and a good stop again for the Toronto netminder. Now back the other way, here's Nylander into the offensive zone, just can't skate into it fast enough. He loses that one, and back the other way, it will be dumped down by the Rangers. Rasmus Sandin will play it. 12:05 to go in the third period as he dumps it into the attacking zone. Around now. Up the wall, stolen by Bunting. Bunting cycles for Matthews deep. Played up to the middle. There's Matthews. Gotten through to Marner. Marner top of the circle. Looking for a shooting lane. Fires one through traffic. It's knocked down in front, and Filipino will clear it up and out for the Rangers. Through now to Capo Caco, along with Alexis Lafreniere. Leafs get possession back, but then Heedle steals in the neutral zone. Dumped into the offensive end. Line changes coming for New York at least. Leafs trying to clear out. They get it to the red line, but it's knocked down by Lindgren. Kraftstov will throw it back in for the Rangers. Wrist Rider, what's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Kerfoot down low against Fox in the corner. Lindgren comes in to help as well. Both teams digging for it. Kampf in there for Toronto. Puck not loose yet. Finally, it's sent below the goal line. Engvall's first on it for the Leafs. Back out high. Here's a long shot that gets gloved by Shesterkin. And he's going to cover that one up. We'll have an offensive zone face-off on the way for Toronto when we get back from this commercial break. First commercial stoppage here in the third period. 10:50 to go. Rangers continue to lead by a goal, up 2-1. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Oh, Jonathan, thank you so much. Jonathan, thank you for subscribing. I must have missed that one in the chat, but let's get some sub hype for Jonathan on the channel. Really appreciate that. Thank you guys all so much for being here. It's great to have you tonight. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you get that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. I post my weekly stream schedule Sunday mornings on my community tab on the channel. I also have a Google Calendar that is linked in the description of the video that if you want to follow along, I post when I'm streaming on that as well. So I don't have a schedule for next week yet, but I will have one posted Sunday morning, and we can figure out what we're going to do for next week's streams as we head into Christmas. But really appreciate everybody watching tonight. Thank you guys for being here. A very tight game between Toronto and New York. Looks like this one's going to come right down to the end to determine a winner. Right now, Nomander, I would say the East. I think last year and this year, the East. All right, we're coming back now from the commercial break. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Toronto. Looking for that tying goal. And off the face-off, puck ends up in the corner. Matthews on it, but it's taken away by Trouba. He sends it up the far side. Kept in the zone by the Leafs. Out high. Played down low. Matthews trying to steal this one back. Has Bunting in there helping as well. That's cleared off glass and out of the zone. Leafs chase back to their own end. It's TJ Brody with Panarin. Going to leave that one for Timmins. It's played up through the middle and into the attacking end. Here comes Marner. Marner to the corner. Rangers get to it first, though. Timmins keeps it in. Rangers will try and clear again. That's stolen away by Marner. Toronto doing a good job keeping this on the attack. Worked in front. Here's Matthews. Gets Shesterkin down, looking for a shot, and can't get that one by Shesterkin's pads. Another high-quality chance for the Leafs, but they don't score. Right back into the offensive zone, though. Played by Kreider as the Rangers take possession. Leafs are going to have to get a line change here. They'll head off. We are under 10 minutes to go in the third period. 9:47 to go here. Brought up by Lindgren. Rangers dump it into the offensive zone. Trocheck will chase against Sandin. Sandin sends it up the wall to Tavares. Tavares pass across out of the zone. Engvall skates into it into the offensive end. He fires one wide. And that clears itself off the boards all the way back to the Toronto end. Murray will leave it for Justin Hall. 9:20 to go now in the third. Toronto still with possession. Putting on the pressure, but not able to beat Shesterkin here in the third period. As that's dumped into the offensive zone. Nylander after it on the forecheck. Chipped by Tavares. Hito gets it out off glass, but it goes into the Toronto bench. And we're going to get a whistle here and a face-off coming up in the Rangers zone when we get back from our second commercial break of this third period. Matthews with a great move. Drives it wide. Just wasn't able to get the shot off. And that could be a game saver there potentially for the Rangers, as we're down to about 9 minutes to go. And we go to another commercial break here. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you're enjoying this one. Very tight game right down to the end. This has turned into a fun one. Other scores from around the league, Montreal has come back against Anaheim to tie that game up at 2. Columbus and Tampa still tied up 1-1. Dallas has taken a 2-1 lead over Washington. The Kings have cut into the Bruins lead. That's now a 2-1 game. Philadelphia and New Jersey remains 1-1. Pittsburgh is up on Florida still 2-1. The Kraken have come back against Carolina to make it 3-2. And Nashville and Winnipeg still tied up at 1. Vegas has taken a 1-0 lead over Chicago. Edmonton has scored early against St. Louis as well, as that is now a 1-0 lead for the Oilers, and Buffalo and Colorado still scoreless. So, third period action here. Under 10 minutes to go. Toronto still looking for that tying goal. And they're going to have an offensive zone face-off here and a chance to try and get it. Still in the attacking end. Taken now, attacking zone draw. Rangers win it back defensively. Here's Ryan Lindgren. And they're going to whistle the play dead. Linesman, I guess, didn't like the puck drop. And they're going to redo that last face-off. Kreider will be in the face-off dot now. It's taken off the draw by the Rangers and lifted up and out of the zone as VC gets it in the neutral zone. Leafs take possession back. Can't carry it deep though as Bunting gets knocked down. Trocheck gets it by Giordano and now Timmins sends it through the middle. Can't get it out of the zone as Marner and Timmins collide. Heavy forecheck coming from New York, but the Leafs move the puck back to the neutral zone. Played across. Taken by Panarin as he dumps it into the offensive end. Rangers back on the forecheck. Leafs trying to quickly get it out of their end. 8.5 to go here in the third period. It's not desperation time yet for Toronto. There's still plenty of game to go, but they do need to be aware of the clock. 8:20 to go as the Rangers come back the other way. Panarin into the offensive zone. I don't know, Ryan. I'll post it on Sunday like always. Played out now, neutral zone, into the offensive end. Here's Matthews, pass across for Engvall. Too far behind him, off his skate. But Pierre Engvall does keep it in the offensive zone. Played back to the point. Leafs setting up on the attack. Fresh line coming onto the ice. It's the Tavares line. Taken in the corner. Tavares back out to the point. Brody over to the far side. Back into the middle. Shot there and a big save by Shesterkin as he covers that. And makes a nice stop on that opportunity. 7:44 to go. And it will be an offensive zone faceoff on the way again for Toronto. Mikey, what's going on? Callum, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Another big save there from Igor Shesterkin. Attacking zone face-off now again for Toronto. Still a lot of time to go in this one. Over 7.5 minutes. It's a one-goal game. Not much separating these two. Tavares is going to get kicked out of the dot, so now it will be Trocheck against Engvall on the face-off. And the Rangers win it back. Taken in the corner. Lindgren passes up. Kreider chips it out of the zone, but all the way down. And that is going to be an icing against New York, which will just basically lead to another offensive zone face-off for Toronto and basically redo that last draw. Hattie, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some sub-hype in the chat for Hattie. Welcome to the channel. Awesome to have you here. Thank you so much. Let's give a warm welcome in the chat. As that one goes off a skate, Rangers get it up, and Kreider will backhand it to the blue line, but not out. Down low. Here's Braden Schneider. He can't maintain possession. Rangers trying to get it out of the middle of the ice. Toronto, good opportunity, but not able to get it on goal. Leafs will carry back now and dump it into the offensive end. Nylander on it against Schneider. Puck in the corner. Played there by Nylander to the far side. Sandin plays it at the point. Back down deep. Down to 7 minutes left in the third. Dumped in now. Around it goes. Forecheck pressure continues for Toronto. Played the other way. Kerfoot down low. Cycles it. Back out high to the point. Maple Leafs right back on the attack in the offensive zone. They have had an absolute ton of zone time over the last 6 or 7 minutes of play, but not able to beat Shesterkin for the tying goal just yet. Here's a chance. That pass is too far behind Kampf, and the Rangers clear it out to the neutral zone. Michaela, what's going on? Welcome in. Paul, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some sub hype in the chat for Paul. Welcome to the channel. Awesome to have you. Glad you could stop by tonight as we got 6:05 to go here now in the third period. Rangers in the offensive zone haven't spent a lot of time here yet in the third as that sharp angle shot from Kraftstov is stopped by Murray. Gets it back. Rangers back to the point. Still trying to work this one around. Kakko plays it down low. Played there by Hedel. He's checked by a couple of Leafs. Long shot. That one gets blocked, and the Leafs will clear it out. Here comes Marner up ice. Mitch Marner fakes the shot. Shoots one in there, and then a big pad save by Shesterkin. Oh, Mitch Marner on the rush. Faked the pullback slap shot, and then tried to tuck one under the pad of Shesterkin with a little bit of a slide job, but Shesterkin keeps the pad down. A big stop there, and this remains a 2-1 game. Rangers in the lead. What a fantastic save there by Shesterkin. And it remains 2-1 as we head to the final commercial break of this third period now. So this will be our final commercial break of period 3. Appreciate you guys all watching. It's great to have you in the chat. Please don't forget, it really means a lot. Every new subscriber, every new thumbs up helps the channel a ton. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Ryan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Blues have tied the game against the Oilers 1-1. Philadelphia has also taken a 2-1 lead over the Devils. Wow, that would be big if they can beat New Jersey. Pittsburgh and Florida is now 3-2 Penguins, so we've had a couple more goals in that one. Also, Anaheim has taken a lead back over Montreal 3-2, and Tampa has scored and taken a 2-1 lead over the Blue Jackets. So those are your scoring changes. Here we go now. Coming back from the commercial break, third period action, offensive zone draw for the Leafs. And it's one to the sidewall, but Zibanejad is first on it. He can't get it out. Taken in the middle. Here's Pierre Engvall. Spin around shot gets blocked. Rangers get to the loose puck. Zibanejad from the corner. Passes that up the wall and now move to the middle of the ice. Taken the other way. Knocked down by John Tavares. 5:05 to go here in the third period. It is crunch time now for the Leafs as they look for the tying goal. Patrick, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. Toronto takes possession again in the neutral zone, and they'll carry back up ice. Into the offensive end. Nylander trying to deke through the D. Adam Fox pokes it away from him. VC gets it to the blue line, and eventually it's carried back out. Leafs have to regroup and try again. Here's Connor Timmins. Over, dumped into the offensive zone there by Bunting. Shesterkin comes out and plays it into the skates. That forces a turnover, but Bunting has the puck just rolled too far in front of him to get a blade on it. Dumped back down. Murray leaves it behind the net. Timmins plays it to the middle. Up ice comes Bunting. Pass over to Giordano, now off of Matthews and into the offensive zone. Rolls right in on Shesterkin there, and he's going to cover it up. It will be an offensive zone face-off on the way again for Toronto. Happy early birthday, Ryan. Hope that you have a great day, and hope it's a fantastic birthday for you. Enjoy it. Malika, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Another offensive zone face-off now for the Leafs. They win that one back. Pouring on the zone time and pressure here, but they still got to find a way to get this tying goal. That's chipped out to the neutral zone. Matthews goes back to get it. 4 minutes remaining in the third. A little early to pull the goaltender, but once we get down to 2 minutes, we'll start looking for it. That's out again. Cleared to the neutral zone by the Rangers. Leafs maintain possession, but they've got to regroup back in their own end as they both get line changes. Rangers seem content with just getting the puck out of their zone here. They're not really getting any puck possession up for themselves or anything going offensively. They're just dumping the puck out of the zone and seem happy with that. 3.5 minutes now to go as the Leafs from the neutral ice are back into the offensive end. Braden Schneider knocks it down, but he's hit by Holmberg. Can't get it out. Now Hedel cycles it down low, trying to get it through to Harper. Timmins will pinch down for Toronto, but he can't get possession. Lafreniere carries up and out for the Rangers. He dumps it back to the Leafs zone. Back the other way. Into the offensive end. Leafs back on the forecheck. Rangers take it. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third period as it's up to Barclay Goodrow, who gains the red line and will dump it deep into the Toronto end. Taken around now. There's a shot block for the Leafs as the Rangers try to get one on goal. And Giordano will play it through to Brody. Have not seen Timothy Liljegren in a while. I just noticed that. I think he must be injured. I think the Leafs are down to 5 defensemen. I have not seen Timothy Liljegren in a while for Toronto. Hey, the dog. What's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Happy to have you in the chat, stopping by. 2:15 to go in the third. Rangers have it in their own zone. Played behind the net now, waiting for Marner to flush him out. Carried up by Fox. He passes out of the zone. Move to the middle. Brody will chase back into his own end. Under 2 minutes now to go here in the third period. Got to look to the bench now for when Toronto wants to pull Murray. Working it around. Murray to the bench. Net is empty. Extra skater on for the Leafs. They work it around the offensive zone. Move to the middle. Puck is loose. And the Rangers poke that one back to the corner. 6 skaters for the Leafs as they look for the tying goal. Down 2-1 with 1:33 remaining in the period. Rangers get that one up. Cleared all the way down. Wide of the empty net. It's going to be icing against New York. Wow. Frantic action here back in the New York zone. And it is going to be an offensive zone face-off after the icing for Toronto. Some tired Rangers on the ice. Leafs still looking for this tying marker. 1:25 to go in the third. Out of the zone, that's chipped by the D. Here's a breakaway chance into the empty net. The Rangers score! Jimmy Vesey, second of the game. An empty net goal for New York, and that is going to put this one away with 1:13 to go. And that is the dagger there for the Rangers as they go up 3-1 in this one. And what a game here for Jimmy Vesey, as he has 2 of the 3 goals for the Rangers. One of them into the empty net. And makes this a 3-1 lead for New York, up by 2 goals now to ice this game. And now the Rangers just have to hang on for another minute and 10 seconds, and they skate out of here with a huge 2 points and a 5-game winning streak. Leafs try and take it now, but the Rangers clear it out of the zone. Under a minute to go in the third period. And it looks like that puck went up and out of play, so we're going to get a stoppage here with 58 seconds to go in the third. John, what's going on? Welcome in. Logan, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Tipwire, welcome. Thanks for coming by. So, final minute now of the third period. Rangers up 3-2. Just trying to close out this win and extend their winning streak to 5. They ice the puck here, though, and that's going to be a whistle with 44 seconds left. I'm doing pretty well, Tipwire. How are you? Have a good night, Sherry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow, and really appreciate you coming by tonight. Leafs down now to 44 seconds left to try and score 2 goals. Seems unlikely as Barclay Goodrow can't backhand that one out. Leafs have it. It is Kampf. Again, Barclay Goodrow trying to clear. Second chance the Rangers get it out. That's sent all the way down back to the Toronto zone. No, you're much more likely to score with the extra attacker on no mander than you are with 5-on-5. You got nothing to lose. You're already losing in the game. You got to go offensive and get the extra attacker out there. You're much more likely to score with the extra attacker than you are just keeping it 5-on-5. You're also more likely to give up a goal with the empty net, but that's the risk that you have to take. You always pull the goalie. There's a reason everybody pulls the goalie in hockey. If it didn't make sense, every single coach in the league wouldn't do it. As it's taken now, up and out of the zone. Cleared by New York. Back into the offensive end. 15 seconds to go. Working it to the middle. There's Justin Hall. Going to clear it, pass up ice over the red line into the offensive zone. And that is going to do it. Some coaches do pull earlier than others, no matter. Heck, the Bruins pulled the goalie earlier this year with like 8 minutes left in the period. Like, it's completely up to the coach when they want to pull it. That's the coach's decision. So this one goes final. It is a 3-1 win for the New York Rangers as they extend their winning streak to 5 games. And the 4-game winning streak for the Maple Leafs is broken. And that is the first regulation loss for the Toronto Maple Leafs in quite some time. They were 9-0-1 in their last 10 games, but they finally drop one here in regulation on the road at MSG, and the Rangers pick up a big win to improve to 16-10-5 on the season. And all of a sudden, after a very disappointing and mediocre start to the year, the Rangers are starting to really show some signs of improvement now with 5 wins in a row, and they have passed the New York Islanders for 4th place in the Metro Division standings. So they have passed the Islanders to take over 4th in the division, and the Rangers are moving on up as they continue this winning streak. But that is going to bring us to the end of this one. Congratulations, New York. Good game to Toronto. It was a fun one, close all the way till the end. Appreciate you guys all watching. Joseph, thank you so much. Andrew, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. That is going to bring us to the end tonight. I'll post my schedule for next week Sunday morning. As always, I'll also add it to the Google Calendar if that's your thing. But I'll have a schedule out over the weekend for next week and what games I'll be doing on the stream. If you're a channel member, tomorrow night, members stream for the holiday hangout. So if you're a channel member, we'll see you then. Thank you. For the rest of you, we'll see you sometime next week when I'm start streaming games again for the action after this weekend. So thank you guys so much again. Have a great night. Before you go, please don't forget, really means a lot if you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can get together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. So see you guys next time. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. And I'll see you guys hopefully very soon again in the chat.